Ugochi, the local wife. The village of Umakis was alive with the scent of roasted yam and the sound of drums as the evening breeze whispered through the palm trees. Ugochi adjusted her wrapper and wiped the sweat off her brow. She had spent the entire afternoon pounding fufu, making fresh palm oil, and preparing her husband's favorite soup, ofo nugbu with bushmeat. She had always been the pride of her family, a woman whose beauty was only rivaled by her strength. But in a world where modernity was creeping into tradition, Ugochi was called the local wife, a woman who refused to wear wigs, use makeup, or embrace the ways of the city. Her husband, Ibuka, had once adored these very qualities. But after traveling to Lagos for business, he began to change. He spoke more about modern women and how they carried themselves differently. The village women whispered that he had found a city girl, one who wore high heels and red lipstick, unlike Ugochi, who preferred bare feet and palm kernel oil for her skin. One evening, as she served Ibuka his food, she noticed his hesitation. He barely touched the soup. "Ugochi, don't you ever want to be different? Dress differently? Look different?" he asked. Ugochi felt a sting in her chest but smiled. "I am different, my husband. I am Ugochi." Ibuka sighed. "Maybe it's time you consider changing. The world is moving forward." The days passed, and the whispers grew louder. Ibuka spent more time in the city, and when he returned, he barely noticed her. But Ugochi remained unshaken. She continued to tend the farm, take care of his mother, and uphold the traditions of Umakis. One fateful day, news spread like wildfire. Ibuka's Lagos woman had left him. She had drained his pockets, mocked his village ways, and disappeared with another man. He returned home a broken man, his face shadowed with regret. Ugochi welcomed him with the same gentle smile she always had. She prepared his favorite meal, washed his feet, and sat by his side as he stared at the stars. "I was a fool, Ugochi," he whispered. "I went searching for gold while sitting on a mountain of diamonds." She chuckled softly. "I know, my husband. The palm tree does not envy the Irako. Each has its place." From that day, Ibuka never again wished for a different wife. He had come to see that true beauty was not found in the ways of the world, but in the quiet strength of a woman who knew her worth. And so, in the heart of Umakis, the tale of Ugochi, the local wife, was told for generations, of a woman who remained unshaken, and a man who learned that sometimes the greatest treasures are the ones we take for granted.